Hello everyone, and I actually have three really good mods that don't involve combat or, fighting or anything like that. So I actually hope you will enjoy this particular selection of mods. So let us get started. For this one, as you can tell, I am by a river. Now the question is, why am I by a river? Well, that's because it's to do with our next mod. Well, first mod, I should say. It is called Are the Catch by Chesco. And this one, you craft yourself a fishing pole. You find yourself, any kind of location like this where there's fish in the river. Mind you, if you do have this mod on, you will not be able to catch the fish by hand, and you will actually have to cast out. There will be a skill that you can toggle on, and it will use the fishing pole that is in your inventory and under the miscellaneous. So let's see what it does. Yeah. As you can see, something had happened. I missed it, and yeah. Let's see if I can catch something with this cast. As you can tell, there are fish in the river. So if I hit the button, I have now caught a fish. She scoops down, squats down and picks up the fish. It's just like one of those small mods that you can just use to relax and do whatnot. This is one of those ones that is actually gotten really popular really fast on the Nexus. So if you want it, want to get it, I'd suggest picking it up and endorsing it, because this is actually a really good mod. And this is only the second fishing mod I've been able to find. I will now go on to our next non-combat mod. Alright, for this mod, it is actually a mod for bards. It is Become a Bard, and it is by, let's see if I can pronounce this, Heavy, I think it's pronounced. The goal of this one is you can actually become a bard in Skyrim just by going to any of the local taverns, and you can actually pick up any of the instruments, have them in your inventory. You don't have to do anything with the instruments other than have them in your inventory. You can also pick up some followers and give them like a lute or a drum or even a flute, and some of the songs they will actually play along with you. You can also set it so that you could play songs from other areas within Tamriel. So let's go into the magic section. As you can tell, I have it set to Songs of Skyrim. Be very careful, however, because depending on the faction that they're with, will actually change what their thoughts about you. Well, not really change it, but they may become hostile to you. So if you're in Solitude and you play one that's pro Stormcloak, they might not be happy with you about that. But if you play one that's pro Imperial, they'll clap and cheer for you. They might even give tips. So let's go with one from Cyrodiil. Start that. As you can tell, this menu pops up. You have 1 through 9 songs, so let's go with song 1. As you can tell, some of them will dance around. Honestly, I don't think this is from Cyrodiil. I think I might get this particular video flagged. But to be able to play different area songs, you will have to enable songbooks. The more you play the music, the better you become at it, and the more tips you'll be able to get from the bartenders. Before you leave a bar, make sure you talk to the bartenders because you will get some kinds of awards from the bartender, like the tips or even a free room for the night. So let's go with one that is just for the loot. If I can find it, there it is. Play loot. And you have 8 selections for the loot, 4 of which I believe are actually from Skyrim itself. The other 4 I am not really sure. I do know 8 is Greensleeves. That much I do know. So let's go with 1, and she'll start playing the loot. You wouldn't know it by just checking this mod out, but it's actually a huge mod. You'll be able to see it when I go into the MCM menu, but there is just so much that this mod does that I don't even think I could be able to cover it in just like a short, like little snippet of it. So I highly suggest that you download this mod and install it and play around with it, see what you like. So here's the MCM menu. You have the options. As you can tell, preferred instrument is lute because that's the one I was playing with. You can actually enable performances to influence relationship ranks with NPCs. I have that one checked, so I can uncheck that now. You can actually have the NPCs dance to your songs. Faction response to songs. They will, as I said, they will attack you and or not. It's all based on that. Music increases speechcraft. You can check or uncheck that as you please. I have that one checked, so that was actually increasing my speechcraft as I was playing. Keep a journal in inventory. That one's checked. I'm not really sure what the heck that one does. I'm not going to really play around with that too much because didn't have very much. Wanderer's Loot Custom Fit is currently to loose. You can actually change how it sits on you. For the Wanderer's Loot, that is actually one that you can equip and have on your character itself instead of having it just hide within the inventory. This one, I'm not sure how that one does what that one actually does, but as you can tell, it consolidates and requires something I don't have, which is why I can't use it. You will have to enable this one, and if you want to play the songbooks. Moving on to the songbook section, I actually checked off everything for Blackmarsh, Cyrodiil, Elsewhere, Hammerfell, all these I've checked off. But there's also all of these as well that you can also check off, the unique songbooks. I should probably uncheck considering that they are not really the ones that you could probably get away with if you were trying to play this. It's completely up to you, I guess. So going on to, that's right, you can actually create your own custom songs. You can enable it, you can set the title, you can set the names, you can set the length of the song, and you can set what instruments are for the song. There are video tutorials that have been done for this. I mean, this mod is extremely big, it is extremely popular. If I refresh the page, I just click the refresh button on my screen. The current views on this is 42,532. And it has a lot, and I mean a lot, of unique downloads and total downloads. So this is one that everyone's actually started paying attention to. You can check out your performance log. As you can tell, I've done this with a bard skill of a level of 12, and it says that I have yet to do anything. Number of times you have performed at the Weekend Skeever is 0. I don't know how to change that. I'm really not all that sure, but you can also have it so that you have followers. As you can tell, I currently have 2 of them with me. Followers left unchecked will not play music when you, and with you and will join the audience. So if you don't want them to play music with you, just uncheck them. If you want them to play music with you, then you can check them. I'm not exactly sure which songs they would join you in, so I am not entirely sure. So let's go with something from, how about Valenwood? Cheer up some of the wood elves in the area, I guess. And go with 5. As you can tell, she's joined in. And back there, you can also see that another one of the people has also joined in. That is one of the companions. While the performance is playing, you can't actually do anything. You just sit back, enjoy. Because if you notice, the UI actually will disappear off your screen. You can't control your character. It will just play out the animation. I do suggest with both the mods I have featured in this episode so far, that you update your Force New Idols to the latest version, if you haven't done that already, because, well, with the fishing one at least, I know if you have an older version, it won't run. So, yeah, update it to 5.4.1, which I believe is the newest one out, and you won't have any problems whatsoever. And hopefully if I go over to the innkeeper, which is over here, so the bartender.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
Apparently I don't get the option to collect any kind of tips. It might be because my level isn't high enough just yet. So it's one of those ones that's based on levels. You'd have to actually find out what levels do what, and what things are unlocked at what times. So let's see if I have an actual thing in my inventory. When it finishes auto saving on me for some reason. So I believe it would probably be in here, but as you can tell, I have a lot. And there's the Bard Journal. Bard skill 13, Tavern performance 0. And as you can tell, it's got zeros for everything. So other than that, I wouldn't know how to change any of this. I've been playing around with it, but I haven't been able to figure out too much about it. As you can tell, my current Bard skill is only at 13. Alright, now I will move on to our next mod, because I've been rambling about this one for quite some time now. And for this one, it is actually a armor/clothing mod. It is called Summer Dress by Yukari. And what this mod actually will do is add a summer dress. Well, actually, it adds variations to this one. There are at least 3 different versions in 2 different colors. One of them being, instead of there being black, it would turn into a light blue. For both the shoes, the dress, and the hat itself. So let's take a closer look. As you can see, you will need to have HDT high heel system. The mod author said if you don't have that, it will cause the game to crash. So just keep that in mind when you are going to use this, that you will need to have the HDT high heel system installed. And you will also need to have the UNP base body texture also installed. Going up to now the dress, as you can tell, it is also a detailed, unique kind of look to it, as it has both an embroidered look and it also is a well-designed dress and tulle. As I said, this does come in 3 different versions, so I will be showing those as well. At least the black, because the blue ones just change it to a sky blue. As I said, between those black and the blues. And for this one, it just pretty much dropped the parts that went across the arms, and the yeah, now I can't remember what the thing's called. If you're noticing that there's an issue with my character's arms, it is because I am using a UMP-based hand that is probably not working with this particular outfit right now. But as you can tell, this dress actually does make it look like your character is wearing a more relaxed outfit, and the hat makes it look like they're just trying to really enjoy the sunny day. And now for the final variant for this dress, as you can tell, the bottom of it has actually changed. It looks like it has more embroidery around it, and it actually goes up over the shoulders and clips on the back. So this is one of those ones that you can actually have it set up to have a look of how you want it between the three dresses and the two different variant colors for the belt, the hat, and of course the boots. Alright, well, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below, and endorse any mods that you've seen in this particular episode that you enjoyed seeing. So as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below, and if you have any mods that you would like to see, don't be afraid to ask to see them. Just a small note, the mod author for the dress does know that there are a couple of clipping issues with some poses and with some hairstyles regarding the hat and the dress. So you don't need to actually flood them on that one, just giving you a heads up. Take care. Bye.
How do winds wings? They did darken the sky. His roar furies fire, and his scales sharpened sides. Men ran and they cowered, and they fought and they died. They burned and they bled as they issued their cries. We need saviors to free us from Alduin's rage. Heroes on the field of this new war to wage. And if Alduin wins, man is gone from this world, lost in the shadow of the black wings unfurled. But then came the tongues on that terrible day. Steadfast as winter, they entered the fray, and all heard the music of Alduin's doom, that sweet song of Skyrim, sky-shattering plume. And so the tongues freed us from Alduin's rage, gave the gift of the voice, ushered in a new age. And if Alduin's eternal, then eternity's done, for his story is over, and the dragons